Okay. I am live. Believe it or not. And what you call it? I just want to I don't have any where am I going with all this? I don't know. I put links in the chat if anybody wants to join me on the panel tonight. I don't have anybody this afternoon. They're all at the gun show in Tulsa. They've left me on my own. I'm backwards. Oh well. Oh, that's because this this thing down here. Let me see if I can. Hang on a minute. Now you're getting me all worked up here. What have I got to do? Oh, yeah. So let me go to that. I click that off. Go back this way. See, this is backwards here. See, so I have to do this and do the, where is it? That's right. Do the mirror image is what I got to do. And it's not letting me do it. So let me see, but let me do it now. No, it ain't letting me do it. So I have to go back the other way. So you're all going to have to suffer. I don't know. So there we go. Anyway. Oh, hell. I'm all messed up now. See what you did, Rich? There we go. All right, I can do that. Okay, let's see. John!
Yo, what's up?
Hey, didn't expect to see you today.
And we got Ghost here, too. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
All right.
We're just taking a break from the gun show.
Okay, I appreciate you joining me. I was just putting out the links in the chats to say people to join me, but I say because I ain't got nobody here. They're all at the gun show.
Yeah. There's 32 of us here today.
I can believe it. And that's most of my crowd. Oh.
Yeah, so we're just on a quick lunch break right now.
Okay. John, live from Tulsa. Absolutely. And Ghost.
Live from Tulsa.
Yeah.
It's Saturday night.
Right, I just made Rich a thing, so let me hey, I'm Black Cat, let me make you one too, because I don't have many. There you go.
I guess everybody else that work. Huh? I guess everybody else is at work.
All right, now I haven't even started my opening yet, because I'm all in the tizwas here. All right, welcome from behind enemy lines to Rick's Life as I See It, a 1-hour talk show about guns, politics, anything that crosses my mind. Also, anything that crosses your mind, just put it in the chat or send me an email to rickslifeasiseeit.com or my new email to make it easier for you, spottedrick@gmail.com. Also, within 24 hours of this show ending, it's normally on Podbean, iTunes, and Stitcher for your listening pleasure. There we go. Also, where's my thing here, John?
Yes, sir.
Not yet. I'm going to announce my winner from last week.
All right.
You know, to the question. I'm trying to remember what the hell the question was now. But do I have the question? I don't remember. I don't even know if I got the question. I know I got the winner.
Who won if you don't? How do you know who won if you don't remember the question, Rick?
If you don't remember the question, how do you know the answer is correct?
Because I got it. Aha! You're right. I got it. I know where I got the answer. I know where I got the question now.
All right.
Oh yes. Okay.
That's funny.
All right. Now where to go? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I remember. Okay. Inbox. Let me see here. Has he got it here? Oh yeah, it wanted to know what regiment and how come and how he earned his nickname, which was General Persian. Is that how you pronounce it? That was the question. Okay, now where's my Dooley Bopper program? Here it is. I only had 5 entries, so the chances of winning the Clover Tech poker chip is damn good. We'll have another one for today too. Another poker chip. My last one will be for today's show. I'm waiting for Ghost Tactical to send me some so I can plug his channel too, but I haven't got him yet.
When I get back in town, I'll send it out to you on Monday, Rick.
All right. I said he sent me 2, so I thought I'd just give them away, and then I'll plug your show for the whole show. You know what I'm saying?
You got it.
All right. Okay, now we're going to draw the winner here. Hit the button. Who's it pick? Native Gun.
Woohoo!
You win.
All right, Native.
Yeah. I don't know if he's down there with you or he's out here somewhere, but
he's not here.
So he's. I don't know if he's in the show today, but he normally is. But he's the winner. So there we go. So how are things down there in Tulsa?
Beautiful.
I'm quite surprised your brain hasn't exploded. Roll that freedom and all them guns down there, John.
Oh, it totally has exploded.
Yeah, it's nice to see, huh? So, somebody told me that you were hiding in the back of Ghost's vehicle to sneak off to ride back with him.
No, I got a girl's number, so she asked me if she could walk me back to my car.
Oh, okay.
So I took her back to Ghost's car.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
I had to completely wash the inside of it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, just in case she's crazy, I didn't want her to follow me home.
He wants her to follow me home, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. I'm backwards on this damn thing. Why?
You're not backwards, Rick. You're fine.
It's fine now.
Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, now that's that one. That's that one. All right. Okay, so my first topic for today, anybody's interested in, is what do you require out of your carry gun?
Ooh, that's a good one.
For it to function?
No, what makes it your carry gun? I mean, if you had a choice, say you had 3 or 4 guns from a 22 to a 45, what do you require out of it to make it a carry gun? Like me, I chose the 45. The M&P, it's a reliable Smith & Wesson M&P. It's known for its reliability. I find it very easy to shoot. 45 ammo is plentiful. That sort of thing. You know, I mean, you wouldn't carry I wouldn't think you would carry an old black powder thing that you would have to load every damn thing all the time as your carry weapon. You know, that's what I was saying. What would you? I mean, that was my thing as a requirement as a good carry gun. You know, I mean, a lot of people carry Glocks because they've been around for 20 odd years, even longer, and they're just, even though they're ugly as sin, they're very reliable. You know,
Yep. I carry a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 9mm about 99% of the time. Sometimes I'll carry a Glock 19, but I carry the Shield because, one, it's a perfect size for me. I like the weight. I like the feel. 9mm because I love the 9mm round. It's a very versatile round. But the Shield itself, the reason why I carry it is it's reliable. It's just for me it feels great. So I like the Shield a lot. So I've gone through a lot of different carry guns, and that's the one that's stuck with me the longest.
Oh yeah, I mean, like my 45, people think it's because full size, but I'm a big old boy. It hides easy with all these rolls of Dunlop tires I have, and it's comfortable in the hand. I tried the Glock, as I said before. When I was buying my very first pistol, which happened to be this one,
right?
It was between this and a Glock 21, because I just wanted a 45 ACP. I don't know why, I just did. Sure. And this one felt better in my hand.
Yeah.
So that's why I went with it. So,
if I could, I would just carry a Ghost Tactical.
He's in his pocket. He pocket carry me.
Now, has anybody got anything in the chat there? No.
Well, I shot Psycho Camp's SR-22, and that's a pretty sweet shooter.
Yeah.
I know it's only 22, but
it gets the job done.
It's definitely an option.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So, did you you go down the range then, John?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great.
I shot the M4 fully automatic.
Can't beat it, I guess.
Nope. I mean, they had bigger guns there.
They had a Glock 18 there also, didn't they?
The Glock 18, yeah.
Oh, I would love to shoot one of those. Just to shoot a fully automatic pistol,
All the guns they had fun sticks attached to them.
That's what you like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because isn't Oklahoma a very gun-friendly state and all that good stuff?
Very gun-friendly.
Yeah.
And the range, I didn't get there. They went to the range on Thursday. I didn't hear it until yesterday. But the range they went to have a bunch of fully automatic stuff that you could rent, and all that. And so, yeah, they shot quite a few stuff. They had a saw there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a saw and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Also about, that sounds pretty cool. Now, I've seen all these live shows you guys have been doing one after another and about 5 all at the same time.
We had 7 at one time last night. Did you see that?
Yeah. I saw that. And but I see G-Webs was nowhere to be seen.
He's here. He's just not in front of the camera.
Yeah, I know that's G-Webs. It's my joke. Only everybody sees his hands.
I almost got him in my video last night by accident.
Yeah, he would have
turned around. I turned the corner and he was right there. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
He would have destroyed your camera just to stop it from going on film,
No, that's my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, back to what about the carry thing is also along with that, not the gun per se, but the carry. You to me is you need a good gun belt and a good holster.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can't see it.
People who use a thick sort of like belt they buy from Walmart might look nice, but it doesn't really do the job. When I bought my first gun belt, I bought my first gun belt within 2 months of having my gun. I had a big, thick, sort of like Western cowboy belt.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick. Me and Ghost have to run. Sorry about that.
That's fine by me.
He's calling us to the table.
All right.
Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.
All right. Take it easy.
Yeah. All right. Back by myself again. That's okay. Now, as I was saying, besides, I remember I had a big sort of like Western type belt I used to wear, and I thought it was pretty cool. But then I got my first actually true gun belt, and what a difference that made. It holds that holster and that gun on your side so beautiful. It's unreal, and which I thought was absolutely fantastic. And even even with the couple of inside, me, I'm not an inside the waistband person, but I do have a couple of inside the waistband holsters with it either clipped on to the belt itself helps hold that damn thing up. I'll tell you, it's great. So, hey, nice, good to see you. So, not only that, good health. Also, I was reading an article also about talking about carry. Your EDC, your everyday carry. Besides the gun, you know what what is enough? I mean, people carry. You know, all right. You put your EDC on, and you put your gun belt on. You put your holster. You put your gun. Now, do you have a flashlight? Do you carry a knife? Do you carry a multi-tool? Do you carry extra magazines? You know, what is enough is enough. You know, do you need an extra magazine, or do you think that? I mean, like the M&P here carries. I mean, it only carries 10 rounds. Now, I do carry another spare magazine. But I only carry one more. I for one, I don't want to carry the other one because they're heavy. 10 rounds of 45 is damn heavy. So that so I mean, what I carry besides my gun belt, my holster, the 45, one magazine. I carry a pocket knife. I carry a flashlight, and that's it. Now, some people say, well, maybe we should carry a little bit of first aid stuff with us too. I mean, where in the hell am I meant to put all this stuff? So it gets a bit much. So I'm going to now we are on gun channels as well as YouTube, and I'm putting in the links there if you want to join me on the panel here. By all means, do your thing. But anyway, that's all I'm going to carry. I mean, do anybody carry any more than that? Black Cat, I wear a trainer's belt. Is that like a trainer's bra? So, start wearing cargo pants. I have never been a cargo pants person. I don't know why. I just haven't. So, there we go. Hey, Black Cat.
How's it going there, Rick?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Not too bad.
So, were you listening to what I was saying? Well, what do you carry?
I change carry guns. I'm trying out a new one here. I'm just gonna get my big camera up here. I'm on mobile, so give me a second. So, like that, right now today, we got the new security 9 that I picked up and have been testing out. I'm trying it with a holster that I ordered for it. So
okay.
That's what I'll be going with for the next week or two.
Okay. Now, do you carry extra magazines, a pocket knife, and flashlight, and all that kind of stuff as well?
Yeah. Yep. Here, I'll bust out. So we got usually carry an EDC knife. Oh, if we can see it here. Hold on. Sorry, I'm standing in my kitchen right now, getting ready for work. I can see it. There's usually this is a Kershaw. I like flippers, so.
Okay. Yeah.
Nothing huge. Weak side, I usually carry a spare mag for whatever gun I have. So, and keys. What else do I carry? Lighter. I always carry a lighter. I don't smoke or anything, actually, but still carry that. What else I got? Oh, flashlight. I don't know if anybody else carries an EDC flashlight.
I do.
Yeah, and I got a little. This is actually a little screwdriver tool that I have that I keep in my pocket too to case it comes in handy. I used to carry a multi-tool, but I'm kind of in the market for a new one right now.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the time I put, as I said, I carry the extra mag, the gun, the flashlight, the pocket knife, and all other kind of stuff. It starts weighing you down. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to get overboard. Somebody said, "Well, what about carrying a sort of like a small first aid kit?" Well, where in the hell am I meant to put it? I'm running out of pockets. Somebody said, "Wear cargo pants." I'm not a cargo pants kind of person, so that ain't gonna work for me. I'm afraid. That's like I don't know, wearing cargo pants. It seems like you're I don't know. Always reminds me you're out there trying to be macho, not macho, but you're carrying something because you need extra pockets. Whether it's carrying knives.
You can't be tactical though.
Do what?
Said you can't be tactical unless you have the 511 cargo pants you wear every day, though.
Oh, okay. Rich White says the thing he likes about his shield is that it's light enough that I can clip my holster inside my sweatpants or jammies and it doesn't pull them down. That's right. Clip my 45 onto my sweats or my jammies. Everything hangs out because they hit the floor real fast.
That's the kind of open carry we don't want to see, Rick.
No, it's not a picture I want to see either. I can assure you. But okay, I don't know if did you guys watch what's his name's little video this morning? How do you pronounce it? Such or Scooch, or how you want to pronounce it? That he got a message from, because I think he's big enough that he gets help from some third party people that deal between him and YouTube. And YouTube have told them that they recommend that they no longer work with him because of what he does on his channel. So he's afraid that he's going to be sort of like his channel's going to be terminated by Monday. He said they always do it on the weekend. So he said if he's still up and running Monday, he'll let everybody know. But if he goes down, he says go over to full 30, and he'll give everybody updates of what's going on. So I don't know if everybody saw that. I just thought I'll pass it on. Hey, Ruben, there's a link there in the live chat. You want to join us? So
how many subs does Such have? He has to have. I haven't looked on his channel for a while, but he's got a couple 100,000, doesn't he?
I think he's up there. I think he's about 500,000. I think he's at 500,000 or something like that. He is up there.
That's what I was thinking too. I know he has to have. Last I looked, I thought he was at like 300,000 or 400,000, but I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, and what he's saying is, he said a lot of his videos are instructional. He said he knows most people do 5 to 6 minute videos. He does 20, but he tries to be thorough on his instructions. So I don't know. We'll find out what's good. We'll find out. It's a shame, really, because I don't think he's doing anything wrong. I don't think anybody here is, when it comes to Second Amendment stuff, is doing anything wrong. But Zippy says almost 700,000 he's got now. Wow.
Oh, crap.
So that is a lot. That's a lot. Okay, I was having this discussion yesterday when I'm on a new topic. I was having this discussion yesterday in the afternoon chat. Is that a slide stop or a slide release? And do you use it? I only use it when I'm basically dismantling the gun to clean it and stuff. I never use it when I put a magazine in and hit it to slam it forward. For one, if I'm gripping the gun, I have to change my grip slightly to reach it. So I don't want to do that in case, shooting wise. So it's just easier for me to, pull back and then let it go. I just let it go gently there because I didn't want to slam it. I don't like it. I don't like letting it slam metal on metal if I can help it. So there we go.
I'd say the only gun that I use it as an actual slide release is like my Ruger Mark II. That's usually, I don't usually grab I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's got like a little knurled knob on the end that you do to pull the bolt racket.
I know what you're on about.
Yeah, I usually use a slide release on that. I used to do it on my 1911s a lot of times, but I tend to just slingshot them now too.
Yeah, well, dead horses try using the off hair. You mean using this finger here to do it? The only thing is the actual on this Smith and Wesson M&P. One it's in slide lock. That thing is so hard to let go. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of pressure to do it. And a lot of times, if I've emptied the magazine, it will it empties up like that. And the M&P are known for. I showed this the other day on here, but I'm not going to do it today. Is you put in a fresh magazine, it will automatically close. Well, hell, I'm going to do it anyway. Hang on, let me get out my laser I got in there. Hang on. There we go. All right.
I noticed the new Ruger I just got when I had it at the range was doing that.
Magazine here got 10 live rounds in it. So if the screen goes, if the screen goes blank, I've shot the camera. But I don't know. Can you guys see this? There it is. And if I just push this in, it will automatically. Say it automatically shuts it up for me. So, I don't know if it's meant to do that, but a lot of M&Ps do it. I've done a lot of research, and people say, yeah, that's what the M&P does.
This new Ruger I got does that. It doesn't do it consistently enough, though, because about half the time it does it, and half the time it doesn't.
Yeah, but, you don't really slam it in there, but if you give it a little pop, I done it gently that time. It won't. See, if you do it real gently, it won't do it. But give it a little bit of force, and it does it. And I suppose if you're in a shooting or whatever, and you're changing magazines, and the adrenaline is pumping, I guess it's an advantage. That you don't have to worry about it.
So I would say that if you get used to hitting the slide stop or slide release, whichever you want to call it, too, I would think that as far as like training goes, it's a much finer movement than just taking your hand over the top and slingshotting the slide.
Yeah.
If you don't want to have a lot of real fine muscle movements on your reload if you don't have to, I would think.
No, absolutely. But here's the next question. Besides doing that, right? Is there an actual difference? Because I noticed is some manufacturers call it a slide release, others call it a slide stop. Is it one and the same thing, or is it a specific purpose? See, if it's called a slide stop and you're using it as a slide release, are you doing any damage, or is it one and the same thing? That's my question.
The only way I can see doing damage is you don't, releasing the slide on an empty chamber on certain guns. You don't want to be banging the back of the slide into the barrel. You know what I mean?
That's why I don't like doing this unless I have, something in there.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't see I don't really think of a gun that it would damage it by using it as either way, but I just think it might not work as reliably on something like, what was I at the range the other day? A buddy of mine had a Ruger SR22. That thing would not chamber the first round out of a magazine unless you slingshotted the slide. We were actually trying the slide release on it because that's the way he is used to doing it, and it wouldn't chamber if you used the slide release. It would only chamber if you slingshot the slide back. It needed that little bit of extra pull back to get it to go.
Huh. Yeah, it's strange how these little things work on this stuff. You know. So okay, Dead Horse says some. It depends on the gun. Some is a slide release made for that. Some it's made as a slide stop and might cause more wear or stress using it to drop the slide. See, that's what I was worried about. If it's actually classed as a, stop and you're using it as a release, you might be causing extra wear on it that is not actually intended for. I would imagine it would take a hell of a lot of, releasing to do any damage, but the possibility is there, I guess. That was my thought on it anyway. So, we're at the halfway point. My God, I'm quite surprised we made it that far. Okay. Now, I got a quiz here. And this one's real easy. I'm going to put the answer in the chat here for you guys. Because I won't be looking. I'll be reading the question, not looking at the screen. Here we go. The question, and I reckon you'll get this one, RL. Real easy. So here we go. The question is, the Ruger Standard Model, also known as the Ruger Mark I, is a rimfire semi-automatic pistol. Introduced in what year? And while you guys are coming up with the answer, you get my sticker, the Gun Channels patch, and a Glock 5 sticker. So, we got an answer yet? Anybody?
I don't see an answer. 1944?
No. Close.
He thinks it was right after World War II. So maybe 1945?
It is right after World War II.
He said 1945?
No. Did you see the answer I put in the chat there, Jared?
I can't see the answer. I'm on mobile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on mobile, but I know the answer.
I'm going to make it easy for you guys.
1954?
Dippy, you went too far.
You missed it just as I'll give you a hint. You missed it just as far as that way as
you
you
did. Any more than that. And Dead Horse is not enough. So, and that's to win this bundle right here. You're close, guys. You're so close. Make another guess.
Now, Rich says 1946.
No, it's too
Zippy.
far, Zippy.
Oh, too far.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Zippy's been the closest yet.
Yeah, Zippy's the closest. Not yet.
Hey,
You're
RL.
almost there.
RL, you got like a bunch of feedback whenever you talk. I don't know what it is. It's like high pitched.
That's it, Rich. Rich got it. 1949. It only took about 20 tries. So there we go.
All right.
I think I got your mail address here, Rich. I'll get that out in the mail to you in the next few days. And I think I got Nate's Guns email address. mailing address too. I got because he was the winner of the poker chip from last week, and there will be the poker chip at the end. The last 5 minutes, I got another poker chip from Clover Tech Productions with a Clover Tech sticker. Of course, I'm going to put one of mine in there. That's the email one. You got to email me with the answer with that one, and I'll give you the question just before closing. And you're having to Friday midnight to get the answer into me. And actually, it's a pretty good contest because right now, I mean, I've been doing those on and off since I've been doing this. I think the most I've ever got is 6 entries. Why people don't do it? I think what it is, they listen to the show, they don't have the answer, they forget about it. You know what I'm saying? They're moving on to the next show they're listening to. You know? So, there we go.
Yeah, actually, you just described what I did. I sent you that last one, and I had the email open, and I had to immediately go back to whatever I was doing on the computer. And like 6 hours later, I was still working on calculations, and I was like, oh, Rick's email. Shit. I was like, I still had it open.
I mean,
so I just went back and finished.
You had the answer correct. It was the 10th Cavalry, and it was because it was the African American troops that he was in charge of.
Yeah, I just thought it was silly that I just did it. You just described exactly what I was doing. I still got the email to you though.
Oh yeah, yeah. But that's what happens. A lot of people just move on and forget about it. You know. But I mean, that's fine. That's fine. It just makes the odds a lot better for the ones who do answer. You know? Yeah, I know you just started typing years there, Rich, but you finally got it. Actually, I thought that would have been a lot easier. I thought that would have been right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? So, well, there we go. That ends that one. So, what else have I got written down here? Not much, really. It was a very quiet week for me. I wasn't paying that much attention. Well, a lot of my political news, to be honest with you, is I'm guilty. I'm a big Fox News watcher, but in the last 2 weeks, I haven't watched much because I don't get Fox News anymore. My cable bill here in Rhode Island, you know, I mean, I was getting ridiculous. I mean, I think I had this. It's on the FiOS Verizon. I think I got the premium package, and it was costing me over $180 a month. I said, Jesus Christ! I said, I could buy myself in 3 months. I could buy myself a decent gun with that kind of money. So I've cut down just to the internet and basic channels. So
yeah, I do that same thing, Rick. Mine's only like 79 or 100 a month or 85 or something a month.
Yeah, mine's under 100 now, which being on the fixed income helps a lot. That's the reason I've done it, to be honest with you guys, because of the fixed income thing. But I can get Fox News. I can go on YouTube and look up live streaming for Fox News, but it just ain't the same. There you go. So that's where I get most of my stories from, is watching the news. And I don't really want to watch CNN or MNS. You know what I'm saying? Because they just doesn't, they're so biased. It's unreal. So, but I will come up with some more topics in the near future. I'll just have to be more vigilant on listening to other people's chats.
You're going to have to get on Facebook and follow a bunch of different news feeds. Follow everybody on Facebook.
Yes.
You can pretty much get all the news you need. And, that's what I do. You can get on some different, like, conservative groups. You could get on some libertarian groups. I don't know. You can just kind of put the feelers out. And every once in a while, you'll see some good news stories.
Native Gun. Good to see you. You won the poker chip from last week's question, by the way. I think I've got your mailing address. Let me go check real quick here under what's it? What am I looking for? No, that ain't what I'm looking for. Let's back up and regroup there. That's not what I wanted. So, oh man, come on.
Have you watched any of the footage from Tulsa yet, Rick?
Oh yeah, I've been watching loads of that. I mean, that is really funny. You know, I know I've got it here somewhere. I know I got it.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that link where the guy? Yeah, it is. Did you see the link where the pensioner stabbed one of the robbers, and they're charging him with murder or attempted murder? I can't remember, in England somewhere. Some like two kids broke into a house and tried to rob the dude, and the pensioner, like, they had a screwdriver or something, and the pensioner stabbed one of the kids to death, and they're trying to charge him with murder.
I missed that one.
Yeah. I just seen something on Facebook. I shared it with my fiance. She was just yelling about somebody's making an AR-15 mag pull cell phone charger, so you can like walk around and put it in like your holster or something, and it looks like a standard capacity magazine. Which, I don't know.
Huh. Well, I don't know if you better send me your mailing address there, native gun. I can't seem to locate it, and I'll send you the prize you won. Okay, Russ, I will. Hang on, I'm copying that right now to hang on.
Yeah,
I have problems chewing gum and
it's all good, Rick.
Okay, there we go. All right. Did you what? I was watching. I tell you what, I was watching some of those live chats from Tulsa. Did you see that one last night when they ate Night Strikes pizza?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Alan B. Pro is gonna have to rename himself Alan B. Legend.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That was awesome.
I got yelled at for Night Strike for part of that because that started in. I did kind of an impromptu chat last night when I was parked somewhere. That's what started the whole thing with Alan B. Pro. He said he was going to order Night Strike a pizza while we were talking. I was like, no, that'd be awesome. And everybody on my chat's like, yeah, you should order it. And like 5 minutes later, Alan B. Pro popped back up and was like, I just ordered a pizza. It's being delivered. He said, I tipped the driver fat, so it shall not be infringed.
Yeah, from what we were told, he actually said it too. But Night Strike was asleep or something, didn't answer the door, so somebody said, well, go down to the lobby and ask for Mr. Matt. So they got Mr. Matt and so he ate the pizza. I thought that was funny.
Oh, I didn't hear the whole story because I came in a little late, but I was wondering if they just grabbed the guy and didn't let him wake up Night Strike.
Oh no, Night Strike didn't answer the door. So because they'd all been drinking down in the lobby there. And they thought it was, somebody ordered it for Mr. Matt, Then it was, when they were eating through it, somebody looked at the receipt. It was actually for Night Strike. So they went and took him up that one slice, but he wouldn't answer the door. He was in his room because they said they could hear him yelling at him. So then what's his name was across the room from him? What's his name?
Cousin Gary.
Yeah, he ate the slice. It was funny. It was. But there was one point last night. I think it was 9 of them going live, all in the same room. Man, I'm quite surprised they didn't get kicked out of that hotel for the amount of noise they were making. It sounded like a good time. I wish I could have gone. Hopefully, time because they do it twice a year, don't they? That Tulsa show. Hopefully, by
Yeah, the
time,
next is what, in November?
yeah. Well, hopefully by then I'll have my new hip and stuff, and I'll be able to move a bit better. That's what stopped me from going this year. I didn't want to be sort of like a if I flew up there, then I'd have to arrange a wheelchair or a scooter to get around because I can barely walk the way my hip is right now, and I didn't want to do that. You know, so I mean that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to go. So there we go. Oh, is that what he said? F off! I don't want room service. I wouldn't. I think Night Strike more like thought they were trying to play a prank on him, more than likely, because they do pick on him a lot. Oh, I like Night Strike. He's a good boy. Yeah, there ain't many people on that channel today. You roboted on us there. Oh, kidney stones are painful. Thanks, Native Gun. Who's ordering the Singing Elves gram for Night Strike tonight? Oh, if I'm correct, I think Matt had a chat earlier today where he was walking around the top floor, and he said it was karaoke night tonight. So hopefully somebody will have the camera running when that's going on. Yeah, and when he was walking around, Sean Pennery showed up. He drove up from Houston. But he's driving back again tonight because I think he's got to go to work. Is it tomorrow? Or is he driving back tomorrow because he's got to go to work first thing Monday morning? I don't know which. But he said he wasn't going to be there long. So there we go. Oh, God. So anything else happening in your guys' lives out there? I was I did read one thing though, that one of the kids from the high school shooting, we took about 5 shots into him, and he blames the sheriff, he blames the FBI, he blames the school board, because they all had noticed that the kid was a danger to them all, and they did nothing, and he's suing them. I thought, good for you. Good for you. That's what I like to hear. Also, I did hear that that guy from who spoke at that city council in North Carolina was on about he's tired of people picking on the honest citizen. That was a hell of a speech. That wasn't written. That was right out. That was from the heart. That one was where he was tired of people picking on the innocent guy, the law-abiding guy. The guy who spoke as a boss. I know, it sounded good. Where he said he was tired, where everybody, when anything goes wrong, they want to pick on the law-abiding guy, take his rights away instead of fixing the problem. I agreed with everything he said. He reminded me a lot of it was before. I wasn't living here at the time, I don't think, but I heard the speech on YouTube from that lady, the one whose parents got killed in that restaurant, who her father got shot, then her mother stayed there, and then she got shot while she crawled out of the restaurant. Didn't realize her mother stayed behind. She was one who spoke to the Senate, and there's a picture of it was back in the 90s. and old what's his name? Oh, Chuck Schumer sitting there with a goddamn smear on his face. And that same smear is the same smear I see on that goddamn kid from Florida. The same goddamn look. You know, somebody needs to take Schumer outside the back of the White House, Senate, and beat the shit out of him too. You know? So, what? It was sleeting here in Memphis earlier. It snowed here yesterday, but it was gone by last night, and the forecast was meant to be for snow today, but it's sunny out here today. It's nice. People out here are doing the yard work. And this place where I rent this apartment I live in, and actually it's an old house built in the 1940s. It's got 4 apartments in it, and it's on a hill. Literally, it's so even though I got the basement apartment, I have windows in every room because of the slant of the land and the driveway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my bedroom windows are at ground level because of it. And, as the ground slopes further and further down, my windows get higher and higher up. But what I'm saying, where I was going with is the person that owns it. That's another thing. God damn. This guy, the new landlords. I've been living in this place for about 9 years now. Here's a story for you. Been living in this place for about 9 years. The people that owned it, the lady, I call her my landlady. She dealt with us. The husband used to do the maintenance, but when it came to paying the rent and stuff, she took care of it. Well, she was my friend's sister. So, I got a good deal for this thing. Well, they decided they were going to retire and everything else. So they sold the place to their son. Well, the week they took possession of it, I got a letter in the mail telling me my rent was going up $50 a month. And that was maybe a year ago. I got a letter in the mail this week telling me it's going up another $100. So I calculated that. My rent was cheap, but I calculated it. It's gone up 27% in about 13 months. That's outrageous. I'm going to tell them I'm going to pay it, but my windows. We're talking about my windows here. My windows in my living room here. Like when the guy upstairs walks across his floor, my windows rattle. When the wind blows, they rattle. I have to put plastic sheeting on them to keep like now in the winter months, to keep the cold air from coming in because it blows through here like it's an Arctic. You know what I'm saying? So if he wants more money, he's going to have to do some more repairs. Oh, Hogwash wants to get rid of the second. Thinks the first is the legal searches. He's an idiot. Oh, yeah, he definitely is. Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, he ain't too smart, I don't think. They don't teach U.S. history or the Constitution and all that in high school anymore, do they? I remember, as I said, I grew up in England, but there was a few times in my life where I went to an American school. Honestly, even when I was real small, let give you a quick high school education here of mine. The first 6 years, I went to an American school on the military base. From 1st grade to 6th grade, I went to an American school. Then, I'm trying to think, where did we go after that? Then for some reason, where did we go? No, I lie. We came to the States, and we went and came and lived in Kansas. Talking about a flat state. Jesus Christ. I went to school there in the 7th grade. That's right. Then I went back to England, and I went to an English school. Then I went back. Then we went somewhere around there. We went to the Philippines, and I was back in an American school on the military base. Came back to the States. Was in an American high school. Then my father retired from the military, and then when we retired back in England, I got put back into a British school because my father, being retired, wasn't allowed to go to an American school without paying. So I went back to an English school. Man, that sucked for my last year of high school, I'll tell you. But I got out, I got done, and that was it. But so where I'm going is when I was in American school, they always taught the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights.
I think part of the problem is a lot of the teachers today are teaching their version of the Bill of Rights instead of what it actually means, contextually from the time that it was written.
Yeah. Also, what gets me is these people who, use the excuse that what weapons were around when that was written to what they are now. I mean, come on. I mean, take the First Amendment or whatever. I mean, did they have the vision that there was going to be 24/7 communication around the world like we have it now with the internet, Facebook, Twitter, and all these other gadgets we have? They were smart enough to realize that when they done the first, but they weren't smart enough to realize guns would involve for the second. It doesn't make sense,
Well, that's just it. If muskets are what was the only thing intended for the second, then if you want to have freedom of speech, you need to get out your quill pen and some parchment. I mean, that's the only way that you have your ability to sleep with that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm laughing here, not at you, but Dead Horse. So what you were saying, Rick, is that you can speak both English and British. Absolutely. It's the same language, almost. The difference is, we can understand each other, sort of. People look at me. I'm more Americanized now than I ever used to be. I used to sound like a Brit. And I used to, a lot of my words, my sayings, my sentences were sort of like had a lot of British words in them or stuff. And people used to look at me and go, "What did you say?" I think a lot of them say that now, but not for that reason. Is that they're saying, "What in the garbage is he talking about now?" Anyway, yeah, back to what you were saying, RL. Is that Bill of Rights, the Constitution, even the first 10 amendments there. That was such an historic document, and the way it was written to grow with the country, the way I look at it. It doesn't need changing. It doesn't need rewriting. It doesn't. A good example, right, is breaking my anonymity again here, but I'm not really breaking. Everybody knows I'm a recovering alcoholic. Is the book of Alcoholics Anonymous, the first 164 pages, was written back in 1939, and it is too relevant today. A bunch of newcomers who get sober, been sober 6 months, and they think they got all the answers. It's like these teenage kids, out of high school, think they all have the answers, saying it should be rewritten, it should be modernized. No, but once they get a couple of years behind them, and they finally hear that popping sound where their head slides out of their ass, they realize the book is just as good today as it was written in 1939. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm going on with the Constitution. And that the Bill of Rights is just as good today as it was written all those years, it was a couple hundred years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and one other thing that they don't like to talk about is the Bill of Rights was written as those first 10 rights are the rights that we all have that the government cannot take away. They're not granted by the government, not granted by the Constitution. They're your rights that nobody can take away from you.
Yeah.
I get so hearing them, we need to get rid of the Second Amendment, we need to get rid of this. You can't. You have those rights. The founders looked at those rights as being granted to you by God and that nobody can take them away. That's why they immortalized them in the Bill of Rights.
Yes, you're right. I mean, because we had those rights. I mean, they didn't give them to us. They're just saying that you cannot take these from these people because they belong to them. You know, automatically by being, you know, they're there. What's the word they use in the Constitution? Given to us, I can't think the word they use, but we had them from the moment we're born. They're our right to defend ourselves. You know. Also, I was watching the other day the YouTube thing. You know, what's his name who does the Daily Rant? I can't think of his name, Graham something or another. He was out on the streets. I think where in the hell was he now? It wasn't New York. But anyway, he was walking around the streets and he was asking people. He was finding foreigners. A couple from Australia, and I think there was one from some Denmark and something else. And the one from Australia, I think she said she was from Australia. He was asking her about, you know, defending yourself. And she goes, well, we have to believe that somebody is going to take care of, you know, come to our rescue. Or he goes, what if somebody breaks into your house with a knife? Because you say nobody has guns. Even the bad guys don't have any guns. But they come into your house with a knife. What's going to happen? She goes, well, we hope for the best, don't we? You know, and hopefully the guy will get caught by the police. But he goes, you could be dead. She goes, well, it is what it is. I thought, God, I mean, that is the mental attitude or thinking of most other Western countries who don't have what we have. It really is. Thinking about it, because I was thinking about, after I listened to that, I was thinking, yeah, I mean, that's how I used to think when I lived in England. You know? Oh, well, it is what it is. The police will catch them eventually and they will be punished. But in the meantime, I could be dead. Oh, well, that's the price you paid. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they think. Unalienable rights. That's the word I was looking for there. Dead horse, thank you. That's what they... that's what it is. Unalienable rights. So, there we go.
I can hit on some of that in there. It's more of a, how do I want to say it? It's a personal responsibility issue. I kind of hit it on that when I did my why I carry video. But that's the main reason why I carry a gun. My personal responsibility for the safety of myself and my family. I guess I don't know how you change somebody's mindset from relying on somebody else for that versus relying on yourself for that.
Well, you heard my story. I mean, I've only been into guns for a couple of years now. And the reason I got into them, one, was I was looking for something else to be honest with you. I was looking for something else to do because I couldn't play golf anymore, to be honest with you. Plus, the main reason was I got hurt at work with my back. My hips weren't so bad then, but they hurt. But I could barely move with my back. And I felt my age then. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you know, I was moving around real slow. I mean, I was walking like an old man. I know it's a hard thing to say, but, you know, I'm using a cane. I'm taking little steps at a time using this cane, and I'm thinking, and it dawned on me one day that, my God, I could be attacked here. And that scared me. And that's what made me start looking. Because at the same time, I was looking for a new hobby. And then that happened. I was thinking, well, let's take up shooting. Then when I took up shooting, then I got into the thinking about me being attacked and stuff. And that's how I got into carrying. And I trained. I took lessons from day one with an instructor on how to shoot, because I had shot a shotgun when I lived in England and stuff, but I have never in my life ever shot a pistol, ever. Whether revolver or semi-automatic, either one. So I took lessons from day one and I took lessons for, oh hell, by the time I actually got my carry permit, I've been messing around with guns for almost a year. So I've done a lot of training, a lot of shooting, and in between that, I had an operation on my left hand, and I had to retrain I had more lessons to get retrained to shoot with my right, because my left hand's not as good as it used to be anymore. So, Zippy says, shoot them with a gun you didn't turn in and bury them in the backyard. Yeah. If they come looking for my guns, I ain't got any. I lost them in a boating accident. And that's feasible because I just got the ocean a mile and a half down the road. So there we go.
I was say everybody's stocking up on ARs. I'm going to buy a boat here soon just to make my story more feasible.
Really, here's a good question to pose to you guys out there. Oh my God, my hour is up. Before I pose this question, in case people are leaving, let me do my question. This is for an email question. You send it to rickslife@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. Either one of those comes to the same place. It's for a Clover Tech Productions poker chip, a Rick's Life You See It sticker, a Clover Tech sticker. All right. The question is, hang on, let me find it. Here it is. All right. The British firm Holland & Holland pioneered Magnum rifle cartridges. The first of these was it was introduced in 1912. What is the answer? What size and the name of it is what I'm looking for. The British firm of Holland & Holland pioneered Magnum rifle cartridges. The first of these was the blank, introduced in 1912. I want to know the size and the name of it. There you go. Email the answer to rickslife@gmail.com or at spottedrick@gmail.com and have it in by midnight Friday for the answers. And you guys in the panel, since I didn't put the answer in the sidearm, you can answer that if you wish. Unless you gave me the question. So, there we go. And I don't think any of you two gave me that question. No, you didn't. I don't believe. So, there you go. So that's it. All right. Back to my... What were we talking about before I interrupted myself? Oh, damn. It was a good question, too. It's a good... oh, man. Sometimes I am getting old. I'm getting forgetful.
We're talking about getting older and not being able to remember things.
That's exactly right. That's right. And we had something. I'm trying to think what we're talking about because it's something I was going to mention. I don't know. It's gone. Didn't write it down. See, that's why I write things down to talk about. Otherwise, I completely forget them. I have so much going on in my head, you know? Oh, well, maybe I'll bring it up and mention it next week. Anyway, my hour is up, guys. We've overrun, which is not a problem, which is pretty good, really, considering I'm just waffling on here. I want to say thank you all for showing up. I really do appreciate it. And I will see, and we'll be back on Wednesdays with Shooting with Disabilities. Whether you got arthritis in your hands and your feet or whatever, or you do something slightly different than the norm, you're more than welcome to join the show on Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be an official disabled to talk on that show. You know, you might even have some great ideas that we don't even think about. You know? So, you can join us on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern and Shooting with Disabilities. We have on the panel Wheelchair Warrior and David Wright. And if anybody else wants to join that panel, just drop me an email and I'll send you a link. And we're good to go on that one. So, I want to say thank you all for showing up. Wish I could remember what I was talking about before I stopped myself to do the quiz. I should have done the topic first, then done the quiz, but I'll remember. I'll write that down for I remember that next time. Anyway, I want to say thank you all for being here, and we will see you next Saturday at 3 p.m. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Rick.